Arch Manning had a really frustrating start to 2025. He looked very, very timid. And then as the season progressed, you saw that he was not being effectively supported. He was hit constantly. He was pressured often. The Florida game was an example in which he had zero room to operate. He was getting completely blasted in that game. And while their offensive line didn't necessarily improve, Arch still started to become more and more confident and was playing with a more free, reckless abandonment. He was no longer worried about what was going to happen. It felt like you were starting to see the version of him that we could get that is the first overall pick, Arch Manning. I think anyone that still finds ways to criticize this kid and say, oh, it's absolutely ridiculous, he's being considered for the first overall pick, it's all based off of his name, I think that those people are lying to themselves and they didn't pay attention to Arch Manning at the end of the year. The way that he played in the Cheez-It Bowl, I get it. It is an exhibition game practically.
Sure.
It was still a performance that allows for us to buy into what the best version of him looks like. Being an athlete, being decisive, being a natural passer, being accurate, and just keeping the churn going. With improved weaponry, the leap for Arch Manning is there. The jump for him is there, and there's no reason why he shouldn't be considered for the Heisman Trophy and for at least to be a top 2 pick.
Well, I would say it like this, Joe. Heavy favorite to be the number 1 overall draft pick because a lot of the intangible qualities and obviously the Manning last name on top of his skill set doesn't hurt his jump to be potential first overall selection in 2027. But here's the thing, Joe. One thing that we don't talk about enough when it comes to quarterback evaluation is how quarterbacks work through struggles and just situational chaos. Like, it happens all the time. There's no quarterback that is going to walk into a perfect situation from start to finish and never have any type of scenarios where they have to work through some trying times. And we saw that with Arch. I mean, dude, I know people are like, oh, he's had a golden spoon in his mouth his entire life. But can you imagine having the pressure on you as a 20-year-old guy being a first-year starting quarterback in college football, just the innate pressure that is put on you with having his last name? It's not easy. Yeah. Like, it's especially at a place like Texas. Like, it's not like he's off the radar, but he had to work through some early season struggles, and it wasn't just about one bowl game performance, right? It wasn't just about one game against Mississippi State. It was about down the stretch of the season after he went through those trials and tribulations, he came back on the other side and he started stacking games. Like, I don't care about one. I care about, hey, there's a second good game in a row. There's 3, there's 4. Like, you want to see that improvement from the beginning of the season till the end of the season, and I thought you saw that. I thought he seemed a lot more confident. But the thing that I was impressed most by Arch, because we could talk all day about him being 6'4", 220, really good at evading the pocket, really athletic, good arm, really good arm talents. Like, we could talk about all those things. But the fact that no matter what happens, whether he was winning football games, losing football games, having bad performances, having great performances, he never changed his personality when you listen to him in those interview rooms. Like, he sounded like the same guy. And what was Peyton Manning always known for, and Eli to a degree, was like that stoic nature of, like, he looked the same when he talked every single day. The process was extremely important to him. I think the process is really important to Arch Manning. So having a second year as a starting quarterback now on the main stage of having Cam Coleman and Ryan Wingo and Emmett Mosley, and by the way, keep an eye out for Jermaine Bishop, who's a true freshman wide receiver who potentially could make some noise as a little bit of a gadget guy and maybe special teamer. All those things together gives me a lot of optimism that this offense is going to be consistently more efficient and just an overall better unit, because ultimately, year 2 starting quarterback with Steve Sarkisian, who's still one of the best play callers in college football, that has a recipe to be quite good in 2026.